Hello, it's Jane here from Practically Perfect Mums, and this week we're staying at La Vallée Park in Houlgate in Normandy, and I'm going to give you a little bit of a look around the campsite. This is the entrance to the campsite. We're staying with Eurocamp, so we head straight into that little reception area there to check in. So in the Eurocamp reception, they have lots of information, brochures, things to do out and about, and then there's loads of books, games that the children can borrow, more leaflets down there, things to see, and they have all these things which you can just kind of borrow while you're here, and people leave things behind when they leave. And obviously there's no one in here at the moment, but they have a message pad down here you can leave. Oh, and they've even put the weather up for us, that's nice. And a comments book. Outside there's also all this park information, which I guess probably changes as the season goes on. And then just over there is the main reception and the shop. So I'll take you over there. Bonjour! So this is the reception area. There's lots more information here. Beyond here is the shop. So there are a few games and things. It's really early in the season, so I'm guessing there will be more in here as time goes on, but it's only April, and they only opened in April. But this is the kind of thing which they have at the moment. A few more games and things here. And this is, oh, and the thing the children always are interested in, the ice cream in the ice lolly cabinet. And then over here we have the terrace for the bread. So you can order your bread. You have the normal baguettes and the traditional baguettes, which are slightly denser than the standard baguettes. They're really nice. And then a few other bits there that you can order. So that is the shop. Oh, and they have postcards as well, which are quite competitively priced. I think we paid the same as that in the town. And then if we go back out through the reception, au revoir. Au revoir. Okay, so what we've just done is bypass the security system, which obviously you can't do if you're in a car. So what you would normally do is you have these wristbands here, and you press the wristband against a pad. This is the pad, and as you do that it lets you come in. Okay, let's head up to see what other facilities there are. And just up from reception we have the safari tents. No one's in these yet because it's too early. Right next to the safari tent section there's a play area for young children. That's one of the play areas. And then there's a games area with table tennis, etc. up here. Let's go and have a look. Inside this giant barn, let's go and see what there is. There's an information board over here, and then a bouncy castle. Wasn't expecting one of those. And then over here, 4 table tennis tables. So that's this side of the barn. And then If we come out of here, there's Petanque, I think it is Petanque, or Boule. And then much more boring, there's a laundrette and ironing room, if that takes your fancy. It doesn't mind. This is the first time I've stepped foot in here, I have to say. Let's go and see what they have. Loads of machines. Actually, a lot of people are using them. I'm obviously in the minority. An ironing board, a couple of ironing boards. What else is there? Aha! And again, we haven't really taken much notice of this, but there's an electronic games area. That one's out of order. Air hockey, I love air hockey. Table football. Driving games. I don't even know what this one is. Catch the light. No idea. Some kind of shooting games. A dance mat game. And pinball. I think that's the end of that building. There was another door, but that may be private. What's this? What's in here? I don't know. Is this a private door? Oh. Oh, there's toilets and showers there. So out of the wash area, and there's also sinks out here. We're in a mobile home, so we don't need to use anything like this, and I wouldn't have even known where they were. And then these are some of the traditional Normandy buildings. These are very pretty, the original ones with the wooden beams. And there's lots of kind of fake looking ones as well, which I'm not so keen on, but I think these belong to the owners. So moving up from the games area and the Petanque, we're carrying up through the site, and we're going just up there to the swimming pool area. You can see the tubes from here. So directly in front of me here is the covered pool, which is a really nice temperature even at the moment in April, and the slides are up behind. So we're just going to go in through and show you the pool complex. So as usual with French campsites, they have a rack outside for you to take your shoes off, so it keeps it nice and clean in there. And here's the locking entrance, so you need to have your wristband. Okay, so we've taken our shoes off and we're ready to go in. That was a little security tag for us to get in. There's usually water here, I don't know why there's no water. And oh, we've managed to come into this when it's empty, which is good. It's an outdoor pool, but it's got a retractable roof, so it's really nice and warm in there. And then this is the proper outdoor complex. And we had a swim in here yesterday. It's really lovely. We've got the hills in the background. It was absolutely stunning actually. It's very cold to get into, but once you're in it was absolutely fine. And then there's a small pool over here. And then at the top there's the slides. Okay, so our volunteers here are going to try out the red one. What's the red one like?
It's the best one.
Oh, okay, so the red one's the best one. I don't know if we'll be able to see them come down, won't we? It looks like it's really cold. Was it cold when you boys went on it? Here comes somebody now. How was it? How is it? How was it?
Yeah, nice.
It's warm?
Cold.
So which is the best one?
The red one. The red one.
The red one?
Well, I mean, that's the only one I've ever been on. So. The blue one is really slow.
Oh, is it?
And then the small ones, they're quite fast, but they're small and they're really cold.
Oh, right. Okay, let's go look at something else. On the other side of the swimming pool, just beyond the restaurant area, we have another children's play area. So there's a few different pieces of equipment there. And then beyond that, there's a covered area over there. I'm not quite sure what that one's for. Looks like, I think that might be an entertainment area. And on this side, looks like another petanque. And here, and then onto another bit which is a particular favourite with my children, and this is the various sports courts. This is called a medium-sized park. There's quite a lot of mobile homes here. It's got a really rural feel to it. I think this is new. There's a volleyball court and it's been done in sand. I don't think my boys had the right sort of ball for this. They found the football was a bit too heavy, but that's like it'd be a lot of fun in summer. Right next to the volleyball there's this court which has been tarmacked. It looks like it's only just being finished, and then over this side there's a tennis court. It's a really lovely tennis court. It all looks quite new, and there's the Eurocamp tent, but there weren't any kids clubs when we came because we're here at the end of April. The kids clubs haven't started yet, so you'd have to check out when the official kids clubs start. They do have some. We did go to a session with a French animateur one evening, and they had he was doing pop quizzes, and he got all the kids involved, and it was for slightly older children. It was a bit later. It was gone 9 o'clock, I think, when he started, but it was very good, and all the children got really involved with it. And then this is one of the areas which my boys have spent most time at. Absolutely love. Things change over the years. It used to just be a swimming pool, but now they just love having a football pitch with goals. And then to the far side of this is this little enclosure with some ponies, Shetland ponies I would guess, and a donkey. Hello. Hello.
I don't know why they put a donkey in with 3 horses.
They obviously don't mind, do they?
No. Or he doesn't mind either.
I've come back up by the pool complex, and this is where the restaurant, there's a lovely outside decked area for the restaurant, and here's the bar and the takeaway. So this is the restaurant. It's in this big modern building. It's a large restaurant, and it has lovely views out over here. You can see out to the sea and across the valley, and of course it overlooks the pool complex as well. And there's a good view of the covered outdoor pool area. So that's my tour finished. There's a couple of other things that you might be interested in. They do supply the option of Wi-Fi down at the reception area. We found that we didn't actually have any connection in the mobile home we were staying in, so it's probably worth checking before you go and invest in the Wi-Fi. We found the 3G though, the 4G in fact, that I bought from my provider worked really, really well. So yeah, check out what works best for you before you go and pay out on the Wi-Fi. The bar, the restaurant and the takeaway were really good. The bar was very competitive, prices were very reasonable, and the restaurant as well. We had some really nice pizzas, and they do seafood and things in there as well. The takeaway, I'm not so sure about it this time of year. We tried to get a cooked chicken, which was advertised on the board, but they didn't have them at all at the moment, so I think we're just too early in the season for that kind of thing. They only opened on the 1st of April, and it's still in April now. The Eurocamp staff have been really friendly. They're young, they're fun, and they're helpful. Anything else extra that you find that you need, bits and pieces for the mobile home, or if you need your gas bottle changing or anything, they're quick at sorting that out for you. The area itself is really interesting. We came to Normandy because we thought it would be a good place to come when the weather wasn't quite as hot, so that we could actually just go around and about exploring. And some of the museums are fantastic. For example, the 360 museum, which explains a lot about World War II and how significant the Normandy landings were. We've really all come away understanding that a lot better. There's lots to do in this area, and of course there's also the Norman conquest, so there's lots about William the Conqueror, castles, etc. to go and see. The park itself is in a really lovely rural setting. It's close to sandy beaches, but there are sandy beaches all around here. It's close to the town. Within about 15 minutes we got to the first shops of the town, and then another couple of minutes to get down to the beach, so it's not really any distance at all. The park is in a valley, and I hadn't ever realised how useful that is, but it means that the wind, which the wind's now blowing up, there's not been much wind here, but I'm down the bottom. But where we were quite sheltered because the valley seems to protect you from the wind that you might get on the beach, so it's quite handy being in a valley. The ferry to get here, we opted for the Portsmouth-Caen ferry because it's only 22 kilometres away. So it hardly takes any time at all to get here from that ferry. So obviously the ferry is a bit longer, but it's really quick once you get into France. And finally, there's just absolutely loads of facilities here. The pool is lovely, the pool complex is really good, the restaurant's good, and I would highly recommend this park. I would say it's definitely one of the best Eurocamp stays we've had, if not the best. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, then please leave them below, and I will be linking to some other videos or articles about the Normandy and Houlgate area. So thank you very much for watching. Please remember to subscribe, and we'll see you again soon. Bye.